Hey guys, it's Natalie, and today is January 6th. Oh, who's coming on? Hey girl, how are ya? It's just you and me. It's okay, you don't have to talk. I muted you for now while you came in because I'm recording it for everybody. So, tonight,
I can't hear her.
I know, honey, you can't hear her. Sorry, I'm on baby duty with the baby and with my other daughter because the hubby can't handle more than one child at a time, apparently. So tonight I wanted to talk to you guys about how to run a kick-ass challenge group. This is the meat and potatoes of our business, and it's something that can easily be left to the wayside and really could screw up any kind of momentum that you have if you don't stay active in these challenge groups. And challenge groups are the way that we get people involved. We show them the support that our community can provide. And it's really a good way to get to know other people too. You can run challenge groups with other coaches. You can run with your success partner, which we can talk about at another time. But I really wanted to talk to you about these 5 key elements of running a great challenge group. Now, I've been doing this for about 18 months, almost 2 years. I have run the gamut of what kind of challenge groups you've done. And I got to tell you that really the same theme is throughout. And the first thing is that you have to get excited about this challenge group. When you're talking about, on your Facebook page or on your Instagram or in email or messages or whatever, you have to be super stoked about the next challenge, the upcoming challenge. Because if you're not, nobody else is going to be. The person who's sitting over there who's like, well, I don't know, I kind of feel gross and maybe I want to start something. They're not going to get excited about it if you're not. If you're like, hey, I'm doing this thing, and it's like, fine. Nobody's going to join you to do that. So you have to be excited about it. You have to be like, guys, this is how I started my journey. I got into this challenge group. I've never been somebody who's been able to work out before. I would work out and I would fall off, and I'd work out and I'd fall off. And I finally was able to do it with groups like this, people who just want to lift people up and who want to be there for one another and want to, show up every day. That's what these things are about. So the more you talk about that on your page vocally, as well as in person with other people and through Messenger or voice message or whatever, the more excited other people are going to do it. And maybe somebody won't do it this first time, but they'll do it the next time you run a challenge because you got so excited about that one and you're getting super stoked about the next one. So that's my first point about challenge groups. You have to have, in order to have a really good one, you have to be excited about it. Secondly, you have to message and comment and like with the people that commented and liked on your challenge posts, on your Transformation Tuesday posts, anything that has to do with your fitness. Those are the people, if they're commenting on that stuff, those are the people who are watching you. Those are the people who are looking to see you do a good job. So reach out to them. Make sure that they know that you see them. So when you're getting jacked up and you're so excited and they comment on it or they like on it, yes, liking takes 2 seconds. And a lot of the time people just scroll through and they like stuff. But I got to tell you, I don't like things that don't matter to me. I only like things that catch my eye or makes me really excited or things like that. I'm not one of those people who just goes through and I'm like. I don't do that. I know that there are people out there. Maybe you're one of those people, and that's okay. But if they're taking the time to like your stuff, you should be taking the time to reach out and say, hey, I saw that you liked that post about my challenge group coming up. I'm so excited. This is the stuff that gets me going in the morning. The only reason I'm working out is because I have to, answer to these people every day, and I'm super embarrassed if I don't do it. Is that something that you're interested in? Is that something that you want to do? Or were you just showing me some love? Either way, I really appreciate it. Let's talk later. And they'll talk with you. And that's how you start building relationships with people. And the more you do that, the more you will get people to fill into your challenge groups in the next months, in the following months, because the work that you do today is going to help you. Oh, it's beautiful, baby. Thank you.
Can I show the friend?
Yes, you can show my friend. You can show Jasmine. It's a picture. She says it's beautiful. Thank you. Because the work that you do today will help you 30, 60, 90, 120 days down the line. I even today have people that I reached out to my first month out of the gate, and they are just now joining challenge groups because people aren't going to do it until they're ready. And that's okay. You don't want to, we're not here to force people to do something they're not ready to do. We're here to show people that they have support when they are ready to jump on board. Hey, what did I say to you?
What? I was smiling at her.
I know you were smiling at Jasmine. That's very nice of you, but you need to sit down.
I love her.
Oh, that's very nice. She loves you too.
I love her.
She's very easily charmed. Okay, so I'm trying to make this really quick because I know that if you're watching this later or if you're here now that you guys have little ones, you've got things to do, I get it. So hey, sit, please. My sister's here, and I'm apparently cooking dinner because she decided she was just going to go take a nap and hang out, whatever. Okay, that's great. So, third, have a plan. Have a plan of action with what you're putting in your challenge groups. Have a plan of action of when you're going to talk about your challenge groups on your Facebook, on your Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And the reason, and your plan could be to not really have a plan. If your plan is I'm just going to have people check in every day, they have to do their shake, they have to do their workout, and that's it. Fine, that's great. When we didn't used to have the app. The app is really relatively new. It really came out, stop it, please, in August of this year. And before that, we were just doing Facebook groups. And in the Facebook groups, because people are in Facebook all the time, we didn't really have to do a lot sometimes. Some people, like Micah, Micah, who is the founder of Team Inspiration, our big team, she doesn't really do structured groups at all. What she does is she says, okay, you have to check in with your Shakeology, check in with your workout, and just, comment and be happy with other people and be nice to other people. Stop it, please. Excuse me. This is not the Georgia show. Enough.
And stop it.
No, I told you if you were going to stay in here that you had to sit in your seat and you had to listen.
I don't.
Okay, I'm going to go get Dad then.
No, don't.
Sit in your seat.
I don't.
I don't care. Sit in your seat. Somebody didn't have a nap today. Yee. Teenagers are the worst. Okay, so have a plan. Make a plan. I have found, and this is just for me, and this is partly because I am a science nerd, partly because I feel like the more information people have, the easier it is for them to make better choices. Excuse me. No, that's not acceptable. Do you want to go to bed right now? Then stop. Anyway, if you... I'm one of those people that I feel like the more information I have, the better, then I can make better choices. So, when I started learning more about nutrition and when I started learning more about, what certain workouts do and what cardio does and all of those kinds of things, it was easier for me to go, oh yeah, I definitely have to do this and feel empowered by that knowledge. So for me, I plan out our challenge group posts every day. So yes, you have to check in every day. That's with your shake, and you check in with your workout, and you have to lift other people up. And that is the base of what we do. And then I try to also give information.
And these are close.
Okay, thank you. I also try to give nutritional information or, tips on workouts or whatever, so that people feel like they have more knowledge, like they're getting a bunch of resources from us. That's also why I'll post the 21-day fix tracker or calendar in our group files. And unfortunately in the tracker, we're only allowed to, or in the challenge tracker, we're only allowed to upload 10 different files, which is really frustrating because on Facebook, we could upload as many as we wanted. So if I run a mixed group, which is I always run a group where people may have a completely different program. I don't run program specific groups. Because I don't want anybody to feel discluded. like I used to put all the calendars in there. So if somebody, you know, for whatever reason, if they're using Beachbody On Demand, or, you know, maybe their calendar is misplaced or whatever, then they could just go look in the file section on Facebook. Now I can't really do that just because we don't have as many files available to us. But I try to post like beginning, you know, how to start clean eating, how to, you know, how much water should you be drinking every day? How, like all those kinds of things that are things that people don't really know. And because of the way that our society is constructed around, you know, being obese, really, you know, just like eating as much as possible, eating as quickly and as much as possible. People just don't know, you know, people don't have that resource. And the reason why we are here, the reason why we as coaches are here is to be the bridge for information. That's kind of my feeling about it. So to be the bridge of information and to inspire people to be better, to feel better, to be healthier, and all those kinds of things. So when you're looking into your challenge group, like my first challenge group was just doing check-ins and lifting people up every day. And it worked. And it was great. And as my business evolved, my challenge groups evolved. So you have to find what really fits for you, but make some sort of a plan. If that plan is just, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do check-in every day. We're going to do this every day. Great. And keep it really unstructured. But, you know, still everybody's checking in every day. That's perfect. If that's all you can handle, that's fine. But as your business evolves, you might evolve and you might decide that you want to do a little bit more, or maybe if you ask certain questions that people will interact more, or whatever the case may be. So that's number 3. Have a plan or don't have a plan. Have a plan to not have a plan if you're going to do that. Number 4, and this is probably one of the most important. I mean, they're all important, but this is really kind of brings all of it together. You have to lead by example. You have to be a challenger and be the best challenger in that challenge group and comment on everybody's things and post your Shakeology and post your workouts every day and make sure you're talking to everybody. You have to be that so that other people will do it. Because if you're just like posting your workout, posting your Shako and not talking to anybody, then nobody's going to talk to anybody. They're not going to have a fit community. They're not going to have people interacting with each other. They're just going to post their stuff and they're going to go on their merry way, and they're not going to get what they need to get out of this, which is that support. Because when people are here, you know, I don't know about you, but for me, even though I had drive to work out and I wanted to be healthier and things like that, I didn't really have a supportive atmosphere at home. And not because my husband doesn't support me or anything like that. He loves that I'm getting healthy, but he doesn't do it. And so it made it much more difficult for me to be like, okay, well, I'm going to take the time to do this for myself, because he didn't need to do it. He didn't feel the need to do it. He didn't want to do it. And so if I was like, hey, I'm going to go do this, and he'd be like, oh, why? Well, because I want to, because I want to feel good. Well, come sit down and do this with me instead. You know, I didn't have anybody holding me accountable to be better. So that's what we're here for. So people start this for that. And if we just say, okay, check in with your shake and check in with your workout and be done, and there's no accountability, there's no, you know, checking in with one another, there's no support, success partners, nothing like that, then people aren't going to get the results. And the way that we build our business is by getting people results. That's it. Giving them support and getting them results. Our programs work. Our nutrition program works. So the only way that we will continue to grow our business is if we have people who show that, who are normal everyday people. They're not workout people. They're not workout professionals. They're not on the DVDs. They're you, me, mom, dad, whatever, getting the results, sharing it with their friends, sharing it on their Facebook, going, oh my God, look at what I'm doing. Look at how much this has helped. I'm eating clean. I don't have any chemicals in my body. I'm not taking pills, and I am feeling great. That's how we grow our business. So the way that we're able to do that and get people to do that is if we are showing up every single day. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're sick, you have to rest. Do what your body tells you to do. But you know, my sister's here. I'm here. Like, I'm here on our team call, just like I said I was going to be. And you need to show up, because if you stop showing up, then they stop showing up. And then you don't move your business anywhere. You're stuck in the same place. That's number 4. So show up, lead by example, and be the best challenger possible. This little baby is getting really frustrated with me. Okay, so number 5, my last one, is to recognize people's achievements. Even if that means, and this kind of goes back to like commenting on people's stuff and liking their stuff and making sure you're interacting with everybody. But if they got up at 4 a.m. to do their workout, shit, that sucks. So you better tell them that that's awesome that they got up at 4 a.m. because I got to tell you, when I get up at 4 a.m., I feel like a champion. But if nobody recognizes that being up at 4 a.m. with 3 children and a full-time job plus my own business, and nobody recognizes that, then I'm like, well, this blows. I'm never doing that again. So like you have to create this atmosphere of support. And the way that you're going to do that is by recognizing the small victories as well as the big ones. And also recognize the struggles. Recognize people when they say, like I tried to do it, I did it for 5 minutes, and then I stopped because I felt like crap, or whatever the case may be. Okay, so you felt like crap, you did 5 minutes, that's better than 0. That's better than 0 minutes. Next time, finish it out. Next time, do 10 minutes. There's always tomorrow. Don't be discouraged, And although you don't have to be like Mary Susie Sunshine all the time, I'm sorry. Although you don't have to be Mary, like the glass is half full all the time. If somebody like, our friend Jared, who just had surgery and he's been having a really hard time. Thank you, sweetheart. That's very nice that you cannot take her. Thank you. Okay, that's enough. When somebody's having a really hard time, acknowledge that they're having a hard time, and you don't necessarily have to try to make them feel better. Just let them know that you're there and that you're watching and that you're there for them as a support system. It doesn't always have to be, you got it, you got this, you're going to be great, blah, blah, blah. Although that's really great, and I do a lot of that, as I know you all know. Just acknowledging someone's struggle or acknowledging that they're doing something that is hard for them or different for them. It doesn't even have to be like, way to go. Like that in itself is recognizing people and recognizing where they are, and people will appreciate that. Excuse me. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Thank you.
You stop.
Excuse me. So we're going to go, because it's getting a little crazy, but so those are my 5 things. Excuse me, I need to read because I can't remember all of my stuff. So get excited about your challenge group, message and like and comment on the people that have liked your stuff and done stuff with you, acknowledging them, essentially acknowledging that they're acknowledging you. 3, have a plan to not have a plan, or have a plan to have a plan. 4, lead by example. And 5, recognize the small and the large victories. I hope this was helpful. I know we're not getting into like down nitty-gritty stuff, but do you guys have any questions? Any questions? No? And you can message me later if you have any questions or whatever too. And remember, I run a challenge group every month. So if you don't feel you're ready to run your own challenge group, that's okay. That's why I run a challenge group every month. And when you're ready to do it and break out on your own, that's all in your own time. But you do need to be inviting people and running it like it's your own challenge group. What was I going to say to you? Oh, the health bet starts on Monday. So if you haven't invited anybody to the health bet yet, you still can, but they probably won't get their stuff in time to actually win any monies. But you should still be asking people to join this challenge group. Get excited, be like, I'm starting this thing. It's going to be great. Like for me, sometimes I just do little prizes. Like if you, like all the people who did health bet qualifications before, but maybe they weren't like in it when it started, like send a $5 gift card or something like that. You don't have to do that, but if you feel like the people that you're connecting with would, respond to that, then do that if you're able. If not, don't worry about it. But invite people. Post about how you're super excited about this next group, and it starts on Monday, and you're looking for other people to hold you accountable. It's about people. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When people start their journey, they start it usually for you before they do it for themselves. because they've connected to you for some reason, because you're showing your journey, you're sharing your journey, you're sharing that you can do this, that you're a normal human, that you have all of these crazy things in your life, and you still are finding time to take care of yourself or making time to take care of yourself. So people, although they know deep down inside that they're doing something for themselves, they'll do it for you before they do it for themselves. And then over time, they do it for themselves. You're just the catalyst. So be there for everybody, recognize people, make sure that you're showing up every single day on your Facebook, on your Instagram, talk about the health bet starting on Monday. And if you're not going to do the health bet and like you, whatever, which would be silly because y'all have your Shakeology and your workouts, so make a little bit of money. If you want to start a challenge group mid-January, do that. That's fine too. But start talking about it today and get people involved. And remember, at least three people a month. That's our goal. Because the more people we help, the more people we give opportunity to get healthy, the better off everybody is. You know, we're here on this earth to help one another, not just, you know, be in it for ourselves. So I love you guys. Thank you for getting on or watching this later. And I will talk to you later. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay? Yeah? Thanks, girl. Thanks for showing up. Talk to you later. Bye.